Hi, friends. We're going to look at a book together today. The book is Henry Hikes to Fitchburg. So I hope you like it. It's about a really long walk. So I'm going to share my screen. Okay. Put myself in the corner. And here we go.
Henry Hikes to Fitchburg by D.B. Johnson. One summer day, Henry and his friend decided to go to Fitchburg to see the country. "I'll walk," said Henry. "It's the fastest way to travel." "I'll work," Henry's friend said, "until I have the money to buy a ticket to ride the train to Fitchburg. We'll see who gets there first." His friend waved. "Enjoy your walk," he said. Henry walked down the road to Fitchburg. "Enjoy your work," he called back. Henry's friend filled the wood box in Mrs. Alcott's kitchen. 10 cents. Henry hopped from rock to rock across the Sudbury River. His friend swept out the post office. 5 cents. Henry carved a walking stick. 25 miles to Fitchburg. Henry's friend pulled all the weeds in Mr. Hawthorne's garden. 15 cents. Henry put ferns and flowers in a book and pressed them. His friend painted the fence in front of the courthouse. 10 cents. Henry walked on stone walls. Henry's friend moved the bookcases in Mr. Emerson's study. 15 cents. Henry climbed a tree. 18 miles to Fitchburg. His friend carried water to the cows grazing on the grass in town. 5 cents. Henry made a raft and paddled up the National River. Henry's friend cleaned out Mrs. Thoreau's chicken house. 10 cents. Henry crossed a swamp and found a bird's nest in the grass. 12 miles to Fitchburg. His friend carried flour from the mill to the village baker. 20 cents. Henry found a honey tree. Henry's friend ran to the train station to buy his ticket to Fitchburg. 90 cents. Henry jumped into a pond. 7 miles to Fitchburg. His friend sat on the train in a tangle of people. Henry ate his way through a blackberry patch. Henry's friend got off the train at Fitchburg station just as the sun was setting. Henry took a shortcut. 1 mile to Fitchburg. His friend was sitting in the moonlight when Henry arrived. The train was faster, he said. Henry took a small pail from his pack. I know, he smiled. I stopped for blackberries. About Henry. Henry David Thoreau was a real person who lived in Concord, Massachusetts more than 150 years ago. He loved to take long walks through the woods and fields and write about the plants and animals he saw there. In his pockets, he carried a pencil and paper, a jackknife, some string, a spyglass, a magnifying glass, and a flute. He could easily walk 30 miles in a day with an old music book under his arm for pressing plants and a walking stick that was notched for measuring things. These quiet walks gave Henry time to think, and he shared his ideas with other friends and writers who were his neighbors in Concord. Ralph Waldo Emerson was a famous thinker who traveled and spoke all over the country. Nathaniel Hawthorne wrote one of America's best-known novels, The Scarlet Letter. Bronson Alcott started a school to show people new ideas about learning that are still used today. Henry thought people could live happily without big houses, lots of furniture, and high-paying jobs. They could spend less time working to earn money and more time doing things that interested them. Henry tried out these ideas. He built a small cabin at Walden Pond, and for 2 years lived there alone. The book he wrote about it is called Walden. This is what he wrote. One says to me, I wonder that you do not lay up money. You love to travel. You might take the cars and go to Fitchburg today and see the country. But I am wiser than that. I have learned that the swiftest traveler is he that goes afoot. I say to my friend, suppose we try who will get there first. The distance is 30 miles, the fare 90 cents. Well, I start now on foot and get there before night. You will, in the meanwhile, have earned your fare and arrive there sometime tomorrow, or possibly this evening, if you're lucky enough to get a job in season. Instead of going to Fitchburg, you will be working here the greater part of the day.
I hope you liked Henry Hikes to Fitchburg. And I hope that when you go on a walk today, maybe you might bring along a book to press some flowers or plants in. Or maybe you'll take a walking stick or find a walking stick. That would be fun. I miss you and I love you and I wish you well. Bye.